once again. Welcome. Welcome to your practice. Welcome to your yoga mat. It's always, I feel at least for me, it's always the hardest part, even after all this year of practice. It's, showing up here that it's the most challenging part. Whatever happens here or what doesn't happen, it's least important. That's how I see it. So welcome once again. I'm really glad that you took this time for yourself to breathe and to move, and if you feel like it, maybe take the bait for some inquiry if you're up to it. And maybe some of you know, or maybe you'll find out now. I had something on my mind like this today in particular, but like I've been having this like thought for like the last couple of months, I think that. And it's something that I heard from another yoga teacher and that I kept with me. And it's something really simple actually, like the most important stuff in our life. It's really simple, just not easy. And it's just a sentence. And it goes like this. I hope that I get this right. So how you live today is how you live your life. And it's obvious, right? Like, I mean, what you do today, what you do in every day of your life, that builds up to your life. And it really made me question if what I was doing was what I really wanted to do. And well, as it turns out, like I changed a lot of things in the last 6 months. So I guess it wasn't what I really wanted for my life. So the invitation for you is to think about, maybe just go through your day, how today was, how yesterday was, and just ask yourself from the moment that you woke up until now, like, how were your feelings? What did you eat? How were your interactions with your friends, with your partner, at your job? Did you do something to follow your dream? Did you move your body in any way? Is it everything aligned exactly as you want it to be? Of course, there are like many questions and maybe these are not relevant for you, but just close your eyes down. Maybe connecting in some way with your body, maybe hands on your thighs or one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. This is my favorite. And just get quiet for a moment. Just let your breath flow freely through your body. Maybe you need to take a big out breath through your mouth. Gently close your lips and continue inhaling through your nose. And start by asking yourself, just to observe, not to judge, just to observe. How was your day? Was it filled with everything that propels you forward in your life? Was it something that drained your energy? Or on the contrary, was there something that really energized you and you were like in your flow, you know that expansion, that, oh yes, I'm killing it at whatever it is you're doing. And observe Observe what comes up. Maybe take those questions with you throughout your practice and keep asking yourself, is this something that supports me? Do I need to push myself? Do I need to just take a step back? Do I need to bring awareness to my breath? Just make it your own. These are just some suggestions. Slowly make your breath bigger. Let it expand your entire body. Let it lift your entire body so you can feel that you grow from your pelvic area through your spine. Your neck gets just a little bit longer. And when you exhale, you feel that connection to the ground. Inhale and expand even more. Exhale and find your steady ground. Keep your awareness on your breathing as we start to move. So next inhalation, arms come up. And exhalation, lower your arms in every way, in any way that you want. You don't even need to open your eyes to look at what I'm doing. Continue breathing, lifting your arms, expanding, growing, exhaling and grounding. And once again, observe what you need. What would best serve you in this moment? Movement, breath, awareness. Next time when arms come up, get a little bit taller and take a gentle side stretch to the right. So right hand to the mat, left arm over your head, big side body loving here. Come back through center, big inhalation and exhalation, switch sides. We'll continue like this, 2 more on each side, make it like you in your own way. You can even raise your hips if you want. I'm just gonna move here to the back of the mat. I'm gonna curl my toes in. Take advantage and take a big, nice stretch for the soles of my feet. 1 more on each side. Connecting movement to your breath. And next time when you're in the middle, raise your hips. And if you're not to the back of your mat, come there. I forgot to say that at the beginning, that we start off the back of the mat. Big inhale here. And as you exhale, take a step with the right foot. A low lunge. Arms raise to the sky, and once again we take a side stretch to the right, maybe grabbing your left wrist, reaching back through center, and then side stretch to the left. Big exhale. Inhale, center, and as you exhale, let your left hand touch the mat or a yoga block. And take a twist to the right. Arm reaching for the ceiling. And you can lower your hips here. You can keep them a little bit higher. Just play around here. 3 rounds of breath. Slow movement. Just observing what you might need here. No certain patterns to follow other than your breath. I truly believe that our bodies do know what we need. It's just a matter of listening in. Last breath here. And when you're ready, go back to the back of the mat. Inhale and raise your hips. Lift your arms, get long, and exhale, take a step with the left foot. Take a moment here, maybe lowering your hips. If that feels okay, you can always stay a little bit higher. Take an inhalation here in the middle and side stretch to the left. Reaching for your wrist if you want, or your elbow. Some of you might like that. Inhaling in the middle. Exhaling to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, right hand touches the mat. 3 rounds of breath to explore here. And maybe you don't want to do the same thing as you did on the other side. You can get creative. Breathe. Important thing is that you don't let your weight collapse on your right hand. So pay attention to that. Feel the connection to the ground and push your hand into the mat. And as you exhale, go back. Sitting on your shins. Take one big inhalation, just arms lifting, and exhalation, come to a tabletop. Play around with cat and cow. So inhalation, belly and chest drop as you raise your gaze. Exhalation, round your back. And be weird about it. I'm not going to give you a lot of cueing here. Just see how you want to move. How you want this particular cat and cow look like for you. As long as you're connected to your breath, you're doing just fine. And we are starting to add up on this. So inhalation, rotate your knees, I guess, to the left, opening into a side plank variation. So right arm comes to the ceiling, right foot to the mat. Exhalation, you come back to a tabletop, maybe just going through a cat and a cow, if you want. And opening to the other side, so supported side plank on the right side. And come back through center. Cat and cow. And continue moving like this. Once again, you do you. If you want, you can keep your foot on the ground. You can lift your top leg, maybe even reaching for your ankle if that's what you want. We're gonna do this movement for a couple of times now, maybe 3 to 4 times on each side, so you can explore and you can connect to yourself. Continue breathing. And I know that maybe you're tired of hearing me continue breathing, but it's so easy that we lose focus on our breath. And we lose that connection with the moment, with ourselves. Take one more on each side. Take your time. I don't want to rush you in any way. And back through center. Inhale and come to an active child's pose. So hips to the heels, and you have like this bouncing position here. So you can go right and you can go left, you can continue looking forward. And it's that motion that you want to drag your hands back, though they are not moving. Inhale and come back to a tabletop. Exhale and take a lazy down dog. Inhale and exhale here. Bend your knees as much as you want. Maybe shaking your head, yes, no. And the same movement as we did before, so opening to the side, a lazy side plank, maybe to the left, maybe your hips almost touch the mat here, arm goes over your head, coming back through center, down dog, and movement to the right. Take your time. So really take your time here. Big inhalation, big exhalation. We will just move in slow motion so you feel the point of contact with your mat. You feel what you want to do here. And if you feel that you want to do something totally different, you are always welcome to do so. I just offer guidelines, some suggestions that feel good in my body, but you know what you need. Take one more on each side. Come back through center. Inhale here. Lift your right leg, three-legged dog, let it be lazy. Exhale, big step in between your hands. Maybe lowering your back knee or not. And the same movement as we did before, exploration with breath. You can rotate your top arm. You can even bend and extend the front leg. See in what way you need to stretch your thighs, your shoulders, your neck. Maybe look to the right, to the left. And on the next exhalation, step to a malasana squat. So left foot, front of the mat, and you lower your booty to the ground. Wiggle about, left and right, maybe hands on your mat. I like here to reach for my ankles, but it might not suit you right now, so try another variation. You can also have your hands in front of your heart. Inhale and come to a forward fold. Let your toes point forward, so letting everything be heavy here. Exhale and come back to a malasana squat, so toes point out. Take 3 more like this. Keeping your hands on the mat if you want. Maybe legs bent. What do you need right now so this feels good for you? And I know it's not always easy to know what we need. Sometimes it's not easy to know what we want either. But we can start to listen. We meet in Malasana when you are ready. And exhalation, lazy down dog. Inhale here. Exhale, lower your knees and come all the way down. We're gonna take a cobra in whichever way you want. I'm gonna take an extended cobra, so hands to the side. I'm gonna spider my hands here. Inhale, lifting your chest. Exhale and lower. Take a couple of these. Maybe having your hands under your shoulders if that's better for you. But pressing with the front of your legs into the mat. I like to have my legs a little wider apart just because I have some issues with my lower back. If that's you, you can try and see how that feels. Coming back again to that inhalation when you come up and the exhalation when you lower. And when you're ready, we meet in down dog. Inhale here, lift your left leg, a three-legged dog. Exhale and step in between your hands. And again, 5 rounds of breath so you can explore what do you need on this side. Lowering your right knee if that's needed. Using a block under your right hand. Avoid collapsing your weight here. Two more rounds of breath. And when you're ready, step front of the mat and lower into your Malasana. Hands in front of your chest or again reaching for your ankles. If you have any issues in your knees right now and this is not at all accessible, this is a variation that I like. I usually sit all the way back and just having my hands here and breathing. And maybe this is enough for today. But if your knees are feeling healthy, on your next inhalation, take a forward fold and let your toes point to the front of the mat. Exhalation back to your Malasana and keep flowing like this 4 more times. Stretching the back of your body, those hamstrings, opening your hips. Whether you have a job like I do where I stand a lot or maybe you stay in a chair all day long, I believe that this feels good in anybody. And slowly we meet in Malasana for one inhalation and exhalation, down dog, lazy one. Inhale here, exhale, lower your knees, your chest, and come all the way down. We're gonna take some more cobras here, so your variation. Inhale and lifting, maybe even looking over your right shoulder if you want. Twist over your left shoulder. Stretching the front of your body. And don't forget to press into your mat with the front of your feet. Protect your lower back by have a slight engagement here in your belly. And if your shoulders come all the way up to your ears, just roll them back and down. Take one more. And all the way down. Hands under your shoulders, big inhale, and come back in the same position as we started. Lower your gaze, close your eyes or keep them open. Find that connection with your body. Find your breath. And take 5 rounds of breath here, just to observe what's different. Observe if you moved in a way that supported you right now. I say this often, but yoga, it's nothing really fancy. It's just breathing and moving and coming back to it. It's just that. There is no magical pose that will give you absolute clarity in your life, that will change the way you think. It's just keep coming back, meeting yourself as you are, observing, and just breathing and moving. Using your yoga mat as a sort of laboratory for the rest of your life. So how was your day? Was it filled with everything that you wanted and needed? Or is there anything that you maybe would have liked to do different? Take one big inhale. Let that expand your body, grow taller, and exhale through your mouth. Let it all release. Long out breath. Take 2 more like this. Big inhalation, as big as you can right now. And slow release. Last one. Inhale and slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me, for trusting me with your practice, and hope to see you soon. Maybe even next week. Take care.